So just to give you guys an introduction on this board, by the way, before we open it up and start going through it, this is the new Wuche Zoom75. It is inspired by Ultraman. I don't really remember much Ultraman, but this is the TIGA, the Zoom75 TIGA, and it does have a variety of mounting styles. I think there's some key notes here. This is not stuff that they've mentioned, just stuff that I've noticed while looking at the page for this, and we'll share the page too. Let me open that up for you guys as well. There's some interesting stuff here. They come with a cork sandwich type thing. It comes with pour-on foam, and then it comes with classic foam. I believe they only sent me the plate foam or plate cork for this. The idea behind cork, and there's some science to it as well, is cork seems to only diffuse some of the brighter sound signatures without really affecting
Alex,
much
stop
else.
showing
And it's
me
not a
boards
lot.
I want to buy. My wife is going to hate me.
I'm sorry, Zan. But the cork will diffuse some of the brighter sounds. It won't really touch some of the mid, like it won't bring forward any of the mid sounds. And there's some science behind it. It was interesting. I think it's gonna be fun to play with today. I've never seen cork being used. I think there might be some disadvantages to using cork, but I'm very, very excited to try it today. They have 4 different mounting styles. They have top mount, split O-ring mounting, elastic bar, and silica gel. I'm probably gonna build with the elastic bar silicone. The split O-ring seems really cool. The top mount, in theory, should be amazing. However, they've kind of already stated the top mount is actually quite difficult to build. It's more involved. Now, to what extent of how much of involvedness do you need to have for the top mount? I don't know. You would think top mount's just screws, but I think it's just because of all the extra parts in this board. So we'll see. The actual board itself looks cool. It has an integrated force brake, which we'll take a look. It has the catch ball system, which is amazing. We love to see that. It also has some pogo connectors. Awesome. It has a screen. If you don't want a screen, you can put a badge, and if not, you can put some caps or some keycaps, for switches. I'm probably going to put the screen just because I want to see how the screen looks on this one here. Caveat might be you might need some software. I have no idea. This is actually something that I didn't get briefed on or even told about if you need software. I'm assuming just like the other boards, you'll need to use their software. I have a bit of an issue with this 30-minute thing. And I love Wuche. I think the reps from Wuche are awesome. They were even really drilling the fact this 30 minutes. The problem with 30 minutes and kind of saying that you can build this in 30 minutes is you're also assuming they're using pre-lubed switches, and also assuming that they know how to do stabilizers and all that stuff too. So I think 30 minutes is, in my opinion, a bit of a bold assumption. And I think maybe 30 minutes for someone who's already well-versed. Different layout options, love it, cool, appreciate it. A lot of different options here. We got a 6.25U, what looks like a 7U, 3.3, and a 1. Awesome. Finally, we're seeing some stuff. Usually Wuche's pretty good with this though. So finally though, I'm seeing a lot of different options. Love it, fantastic. Tons of different options, lots of different colorways. Depending on what you want. If you want to go with the chamfer, which is certain colors, let's just not look at that right now. It starts at, technically, if you just want the standard edition, $195, which I think is a really good price. Considering all the stuff you get in here and all the options that are going to come stock with this, if you want the cork one, $199, and the pour-on is $205. Wuche has some pretty fierce competition with the Neo 75, as well as the TKD 75. But I think for this to really stand out, it has to have a few things compared to its competitors right now, obviously. There's also the numpad, which starts at $95, which people might enjoy a themed numpad to go with this. This is so heavy. They're gonna give you like a premium box. I'm in the middle. I still think I would prefer a hard shell case. But I know some people also told me they don't care about that. So I think that's a personal preference thing of what you guys want in the box. To me, it's like better value to get a hard shell case, but some people said they don't give a shit about that at all. So we have little drawers of goodies here. So actually, let's take out the keyboard first. Oh, it is the green one. Let's go. Oh yeah, dude, this is the other thing that I will say. This is the unique piece about this board that I was a little worried that this wouldn't be implemented very well and would look tacky. It's a scroll wheel. I really appreciate the fact that Wuche decided to not go with a tacky badge and actually put some usability there. It feels like a good use of the space. And I really, really appreciate that. Finally, we get a board designed by the Wuche team that has a really good side profile. So I think this looks really good. Use some different colors. I think this looks fantastic over here. This is where it might lose some people. I think this is a hit or miss. But you know what? I'm going to say this. I don't think this is more timeless. I think if you're looking for the timeless designs, you're probably going to go with the TKD, right? But I think this is still fun. This has a lot of character to it already. And you can see it kind of indents downwards, kind of graded off. It has the force brakes pre-installed everywhere, it's nice to see. I appreciate it. And then this is the other cool part that I wanted to show you guys too. All the parts in here that use electronics are basically on pogos. We'll see. Oh, you know what? We'll be fine. There should be no hotspot. This is kind of floating on its own. All right, that makes me happy. You know what? That's really smart of them to kind of make these float on their own everywhere, so there's no extra vibrations running through the board. Good for them. Good for them. That makes me happy. There's the RGB, 1.6 mil. You can see this is where those little gasket O-rings go. Quick little pause here as I explain why there's a time skip between the two streams. Basically, the green case they had sent us had a bit of a catchball system error. We spent way too long in the original video fumbling around with that, only to find out that it was a problem with the case itself. They sent us a corrected prototype unit, and now we're here, so you're caught up. Enjoy the rest of the video. All right, so this is kind of cute so far. I'm really hoping this particular one sounds better. This is like very, very soft. But let's put up some keycaps on this. Let's get something different today. I still think we might have to put bottom foam in this board. I don't know, it's ringing a bit like empty for me. It doesn't have the same metallic resonance anymore, which is amazing. Like, I'm glad that's fixed. But maybe we'll try a different mounting style with this particular plate as well. Maybe that'll be the thing we do here. The Zoom75 looks weird without the screen. Really? I actually like it kind of without the screen better. If I'm being honest with you guys. This kind of just changed the whole board for me, not putting the screen in. And I wouldn't go with this color for this particular keycap set. I still really like this scroll wheel. Like a lot more than I thought I would. So we are using some of the Wuche switches in this. They're HMX X Wuche. We're using the plastic plate with the cork mid foam, foam in quotations, cork mid piece if you want to call it that. And some GMK keycaps. Actually, it's a little fuller now. Okay, you know what? This is a lot better, I think, with those in. I still want to try a piece of bottom foam or something. Really appreciate you guys sticking with. No foam battery was actually pretty nice. So, where does this sit in the 75% lineup? That is the big question, right? That is the big question. Like, if I had to pick the Neo, still I would... Listen, no hate to Wuche, no hate to anyone. I still think the Neo, as of right now, is still my favorite 75 out of all the 75s that have come out. I actually prefer this a smidge more than the Kawasera board. The TKD board, I'm still in a funny spot with that one there. If you buy the TKD board as a solderable only board, it's fantastic, and I'd put that in second place. But if you don't buy, if you want a hot swap version of that, I still find it very difficult to recommend. I would probably say, yeah, get the Zoom if you just didn't like the Neo 75 at all. Like if you just like don't care for Neo, I think that's where the Zoom would take this a little bit. All right, guys, see ya, love you, and talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye, everybody.